Alright, so here I am back at the trailer and I'm making the partition. I got some 5mm paneling and some supposedly 1x2s by 8s, and this is going to be my frame, and the paneling is going to go on the outside right here. And all of this area, I'm about to put this one up here, pre-drilling everything. Already got my marks on the wall up there, down there. It's not super perfectly square, that's fine. So, but anyway, I bought another drill just like the little 12-volt one that I already had that was been a beaut. And I charged the battery all night, and guess what? Not even a hint of trying to work. So I got it back on charge, and I'll just switch back and forth now, my bits and whatnot, like I did yesterday. But anyway, basically I just wanted another battery, but there you go. And it wouldn't work in either drill, so. But yeah, getting started on it. And I was going to buy, I can't flip the screen around while I'm doing this. I was going to buy a little small skill saw, battery operated skill saw at Lowe's, but I remembered I have a Dremel and I have a setup to use it for ripping, so I'm just going to use that. But anyway, there we go. And we'll. Okay, so I had to leave for a little while and take a bathroom break, but finally, so there's our little toilet, there's where the battery will be, the doorway, and got to frame up a door now. And I got to get some hinges because I didn't do that. There's, and I've sat down in here and tested it where it was roomy enough and comfortable enough, and drew a circle around where the bucket is. You see the circle on the floor there. And I will put a couple of 2x or pieces of wood to hold it in there. You know, strap it in basically so it don't flop around going down, be laying all out on the floor going down the road. My workbench, how you like that? Now I have to figure out a way to rip these panels. Panel there, and a panel for the door. And I'm probably going to leave this open to get some airflow. And I'll leave a gap under the door into the bottom. Get some airflow there. Coming along, piecing it together little by little. As long as you drill the holes first, it works out okay. Okay, so I have to do a little bit of tidying up, but there's the basic frame. All right, and I made the door, basic door frame. I'm going to put some pieces in here to keep it square, keep it from sagging. And at the bottom, maybe a couple pieces in here. It is kind of tight, but that's all right. I might have to use my Dremel to make me some gaps to put my hinges in. But then again, I might get some that screw to the outside right here. And that way I don't have to worry about it. And it's just a super light door. It's really not going to be a whole lot of weight on it. I think maybe I'll put 4 hinges on there. That'll be more than enough to hold that door. All it's going to have is paneling on it, and it'll have a little small catch in here, just or a latch, or maybe one on the inside and one on the outside, so if we're going down the road it don't pop open, just be swinging around. But I don't know how much of a gap I'm going to leave up here. Probably about like it is. You can see it's kind of unsquare a little bit, but hopefully I can fix that. And then it'll have a little gap underneath the door just for a little bit of airflow. I have to square it up, but otherwise that's it. And the rest of the walls are pretty much done. I'm going to use what boarding I have left to square everything up. Put me some corner pieces in to hold everything from flopping around too much. And I'll leave this open up here unless one day I decide to. It's actually a little bit lower than this. I can probably bend some paneling or something. I may do that. Put some foam up here and just put some of this type of paneling up there, and just to make it look a little bit neater. And if it does start raining on us out there, maybe keep some of the noise out. But haven't started ripping this yet, but it's already pretty late. So, and I've been moving kind of slow and getting splinters and cutting my finger. But yeah, looks pretty good. I like it. Let's see if I can get a farther back picture here. There we go. Got plenty of room to put, you can see it's past my elbow right there. And got plenty of room for the little toilet, battery, all my wiring and stuff for my lights. We'll get some shelving right here. Probably move the battery around this way. Not real sure yet. But we'll see. I may take those things out of the floor and just put some covers over them. Give me some pieces of plywood and just screw down over the top of them, or from the bottom, I'm not real sure. And take them out and move them back here. Basically, I just need a hole saw, or I'll draw it out, measure it and draw it out, and just cut it with my my Dremel. And that way I can have them back here to tie my four-wheeler in when I pull it up in here. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for throwing it together. This is kind of warped a little bit, but I guess it'll be all right. Not a big deal. And then, like I said before, I still got a, matter of fact, I need to measure that real quick. There's my workbench again. So that's about 4 inches. So I'll get me like a 4.5 or 5 inch computer fan. I'm sure I can find one that's 12 volts. And I'll just run my power line over here, and then I'll come down to and I'll hook it into the same switch as the light switch, or the light that I'm going to have in here. So when you turn the light on, the fan will come on with it, whether you need it or not. So, all right, there she blows. Next thing is paneling, or squaring the door up, then paneling. So we'll see you next time for that.